Guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. It's Toto aka Sassy Lily. Hope you're doing good, and I'm so excited to be here. And today is all about the first date. First day when you just meet someone and you're actually getting to know the person. You don't even know this person, but you agree to go on a date with the person because it's really like, let's meet up for lunch, or let's go have drinks, or let's just go watch a movie, and actually just go and have lunch. Is basic word. Now these are the first questions you should ask on the first date. Don't go and bring bar and paper and write down all the questions you want to ask, because you'll be tired. And with the time, or if you now decide to take that friendship from dates to the next level, there's so many other questions. But the first question that you need to ask, let's be serious, you just met this person in your mind, you are thinking, he's not a bad catch, are you single? You see, times have changed, and in this this time we're living in, you can be dating someone who is not single. Is single. It's no longer are you single, it's are you single? Are you sure that in your heart of hearts you're single? There is no girl in the corner who is claiming you, or you're claiming somebody else. So you have to ask that first question. Biko, I beg, are you single? And see what the person says. The person says single. Okay. You've heard it, you know that you subsequently still do your own research to find out if the person is single. And that's the first question. First, are you single? Biko, the next one is, are you married? Gotta be careful. Is he married? Does he have a family somewhere, hidden somewhere? You find out married guys, or some married men lie about there's some who will tell you, yes, I'm married, and what you see is what your eyes, if you decide to go ahead. But then there's some guys who are married and will say, I'm not married though, and not sure, maybe I have issues with my wife, we're not in good terms, or I'm about to get a divorce. So you have to actually be sure if the person is married, and if that's what you want to go into, then you've made your choice. So like I said, the first thing is, are you single? The next thing is, are you married? Next thing is, do you have kids? Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with someone having kids, but for a lot of other people, they may have issues with dating someone with kids because of the baggage. He might just be a divorcee, or someone who is a widow and lost his wife, and then the kids are in the picture too. Or maybe he got impregnated this girl when he was 17 or 21, and then he has a child. So you need to know, so you can be prepared for what comes after that first date. Now, not all dates might end up into a relationship, might just be a friendship, but those are just covering bases, because you need to be sure. The next thing that is never really used to be important, or never used to be a question that people ask, but now you have to ask, is the 21st century, what is your sexuality? What do you identify with? Are you transgender? This is a very important thing. Do you swing both ways? Are you bisexual? So that third question is very, very important. See, if you've asked the first, you've asked the second, this question, if you don't ask it, you might later be surprised, and if you now go and see your man in a compromising situation, he ends up becoming your man, and then begin to wonder, how come you have this guy that is his best friend, and they are too close, they're almost like lovers, and you're wondering what's going on. So please, Biko, ask that question. Sexuality. Does he swing both ways? Is he gay? Is he transgender? Does he like to wear female clothing a lot, and sometimes likes to switch it up with makeup? What is his gender? What side is he playing on? That question is very important. Next question that I think is also very important is to get to know or find out about his values. Values are very important. What are his values? And that's what will determine who he is and what he eventually will turn out to be if you guys end up having a relationship. What are your values? What are the things you like? What are the things you dislike? Some people lie. Some people lie, but time is a revealer of of things. But it's also very important to find out what this particular person's values, their likes, their dislikes, and the things that interest them, the things that don't interest them. So you need to cover that basis. This list is not a set in stone list, because at the end of the day, you get to know more about this person as time goes. The next one that is very, 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 very important is their religious inclinations and belief, because some people are very extremist in their beliefs. There should be love if it's Muslim, Christian, whichever way you think works for you. You need to find out whichever way based on your values and based on your interests. And you find out some people have very, very extreme beliefs, which can be tilted to borderline extremism. So you also need to ask those questions. What do you believe in? Which God? Some people believe in stone. Some people don't believe a God exists. Some people believe that flowers are the source of life. Some people believe in meditation and yoga. It's not bad, but it all depends on who and what kind of person you are. So you need to ask them what their beliefs are, who they believe in. I think the next thing that you should ask is, are you a mommy's boy? Are you a mommy's boy again? You know, are you so close to your mom? Because some people, it's so bad that their mom is always there. Mom will come and cook for them. It's not bad, but sometimes you also realize or you discover that if you are dating someone who is an extreme mommy's boy, be prepared to have your mother-in-law saying that you're not a good wife or you're not a good girlfriend because you're not taking care of a child. So you need to also be very careful of just ask that question. Are you a mommy's boy? I know it's good to be close to your family, but what is your relationship with your mom? Because I've heard of circumstances and situations where couples get married and the mother moves in to live with them and the mother dominates and is the one insisting on the kind of food that her son must eat, and the wife is there and the man does not assert his influence and his control. It's even so bad that some men will not allow their sisters to be living with them in the house, which is just not it, and then the sisters begin to determine and dictate what goes on in the marriage. So it's important to ask that question. And questions, do you like to go out? Are you an indoor person? You might be an outdoor person and you really are not vibing with someone who likes to sit at home. Do you like to watch movies? Do you do you like to have your bath a lot? Because some people in other parts of the world do not feel the need to have their baths because of the kind of weather they're in. So, and it's the world has changed now. Some people, just because of the cold, we're not. So you need to know their cleanliness status. It might be a bit embarrassing if you ask someone that, do you like to have your bath regularly? Do you brush your teeth regularly? Those kind of questions. But with time, you get to know their inclination. You also ask about their work, what they do, where they see themselves in the next 5 years. Because at the end of the day, you want to be with someone who has a vision or has a goal for his life, not someone that just wants to be on the same level. Some people may not want to be billionaires, and it's okay not to want to be a billionaire as far as you're changing the world, but you also have to be sure in case the guy now says no, he wants to go to his village. That's where you people will be. You need to be sure where the destination is. You might just want to be someone who is community based and just live a quiet life, and if that's not your destiny in life, it's best to ask those kind of questions. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you want to live in the town or do you want to live in the city? It's very important that you ask those questions. All right, guys, that's just some of the first date questions that you should ask. Hey, I forgot the last one. Are you a generous guy, stingy guy? Find out that some men can be very stingy. Now, stinginess is just a function of people's personality, and what may be stingy to you may not be stingy to another person. But the most important thing is someone who is very generous. So you need to find out if the person is very stingy to himself, stingy to people around him. It's also important that you carry your vex money as you're going on that first date, so that you can avoid stories that touch. But there it is, guys. Those are some of the first date questions that you must ask when you're going on your next date. Like I said, Biko, carry your vex money. So please let me know if you've been out on a date, what are some of the questions you asked the person on the first date, and let me know some of the crazy experiences you had on a first date. So like I said, please like, subscribe, and comment down below and share your crazy first date experiences, and let us know what questions you asked when you were out on a first date. I'll see you guys on my next episode. Bye bye.